The first thing that came to the room was superhuman. What was cool for me about superhuman was this emphasis on human rather than hero, which I felt was really powerful. This idea of just tapping into your humanness to become a bigger, better version of yourself. I feel like a lot of times we have to be this figure in our lives, and a lot of times we don't focus on ourselves as human beings. And I think superhuman to me was like a challenging of that idea that like you have to pick one or the other, and this idea that they can feed into each other, and that being a human is actually one of our greatest superpowers. Any superhero you think of, there's always like the figure of the superhero, and then there's like the nerdy, weird, outcasted person who taps into their pain to bring something of light to the world, hopefully. And then even with villains, there's the other side of that, which is they tap into their pain to bring something dark. And I think that's just a very timeless tale of humanity. You know, it's like we all have pain, but I think superhuman is encouraging people to bring out the best side of themselves through that pain and to make something beautiful out of your outcastedness. I feel like the job that I picked is a pretty all-encompassing big job, and there's so much excitement around it, but weirdly at the same time certain shades of pink, or like the fact that ants can carry 10 to 50 times their own body weight, or like clouds, and these very human things actually excite me and make me feel just as alive, if not more alive, than sometimes the things that from the outside feel more or seem more exciting. The more tapped in that I am to my humanness and the small things that make me feel joy as a human, I find that everything is mirrored, and there's so much more aliveness in my career, you know, when I root myself as a human being and the things that I love as a person. Like when you play a video game and you go on these adventures that maybe you wouldn't be able to go on in your real life, I think there's something that you're gonna learn about humanity that you can bring into reality, and superhuman is all about that. It's about believing in your wildest dreams because of the fact that you know who you are as a person in reality. One thing about superhuman that's kind of new for me is like, it's one of the first songs I've ever made that I would play at the gym, and it actually would make me want to go harder at the gym. Because a lot of my songs are kind of alty and sometimes moody. This song is just very visceral, and I think it really pushes you to go for the extra push-up. And if you're like me and you have weak-ass arms, like that says a lot, because I could basically do like 10 push-ups at this point with good form. But with this song, I can do like 12 and a half. That's what superhuman does for me.
Superhuman, human.